Hello, Magdi.
Hello.
So I have one question. The question was like earlier when you were referring to one of the friends' experience, like there is, I mean, I wouldn't say there is a differentiation between the experience, but this is how it perceives. We perceive a tree and we perceive a building, but both experiences arise within the consciousness. So we do differentiate the experience, but it arises from the consciousness. So, what I'm trying to get at here is like, so when the voice which arises from the body of Anisha, it is a different experience to the voice which is arising from the body of Magdi. So, they are two different experiences but arising within the same awareness. Am I getting it right here, or is there confusion in my understanding?
Mm. That which speaks is not the body. That which
Uh-huh.
that which hears is not the body. That which perceives is not the body. The instrument is could be like a binocular. Binocular. You could have a 4x binocular or a 10x binocular. With a 4x binocular, you could see a bird, the sitting on a branch 100 yards away. With the 10x binocular, you could see the feathers of the bird. The
Mm-hmm.
bird with the 2x and with the 10x, the teeny tiny feathers of the bird you could see.
Mm-hmm.
They appear at two different perceptions. But the perceiver is not the binocular. If a binocular is 2x or 10x, it's not the binocular which perceives. That which perceives is the bird watcher. It is consciousness which perceives, which we refer to as awareness or I. I perceive. So there is this voice. One could say it's the voice which we call arising out of or through the instrument Magdi body, Badawy, Magdi's body, and a different sound appears through the body, mind, Anisha. These
Mm-hmm.
are the instruments. These are the instruments. But it's not that which perceives. It is not I. It is not consciousness. So consciousness perceives through infinite minds, through infinite bodies, infinite worlds, infinite time dimensions, infinite space dimensions simultaneously, meaning not in time. It doesn't need to travel. Well, let me travel to India. No, no. So India appears in consciousness. Anisha appears in consciousness. California appears in consciousness. Magdi appears in consciousness. But consciousness doesn't appear in India or in the galaxy. So, yes, you're understanding that all shapes and sounds appear within consciousness, are made out of consciousness across time and space is a correct understanding.
And if I can ask one more question. So, when there is no speech, when there is just
Yes. No speech.
consciousness, when there is no speech, when consciousness is just abiding in consciousness, this experience is very clear. But when it arises in the form, like when it arises in this voice, when it arises as seeing to somebody else, I feel it just gets splits. Like, it
Mhm.
gets identified with the voice, and it get identified that looking to somebody else. So this recognition or understanding, which is felt, which is established while abiding in silence without speech,
Mhm.
it's more concrete than when it appears in the form, like when I'm talking to you, I feel it's that I'm talking to you. But when I'm listening to you talking to somebody else, it's very clear to see that the two voices are appearing in consciousness. But when it comes to this instrument, somehow there is a break between the experience. Like I would say, consciousness does get identified with, it believes that at that particular moment it is Anisha. But that belief comes to an end
So this
when I don't talk. Yeah.
this belief and this feeling that I am Anisha speaking to Meg.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you don't need to give it too much power. It's okay for it to appear. I am Anisha speaking to Magdi. I am Magdi speaking to Anisha. It's okay for it to appear, but you don't need to give it too much power.
So we can say that is also the freedom of consciousness that choose to have like
It,
just
it,
to come such a way.
it is, but if you give it too much power, then you're fortifying the separation.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, but when you don't give it too much power, you say, oh, interesting. I'm noticing that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, then it quiets down and you are happier. You're more at peace. You don't feel
Yeah,
you don't feel that much the sense of separation. So, but if you give it power, of course, it is all consciousness doing, yes. But if you give it too much power, then you'll experience, oh my God, I am Anisha, I am not Magdi. Magdi is blah, 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 and I am blah, 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 blah. In that experience is not a happy experience, right? Because
correct.
right now we're speaking, there is no Anisha, there is no Magdi, it's happy, it's whatever it is, it's good, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
this is a natural state. The natural state is no Magdi, no Anisha, or Magdi Anisha. They're sort of melting into each other, blah blah blah. But it's
Mm.
no, it's okay. It's
Yeah,
normal.
yeah,
Yeah. That's
yeah.
it's more happy, right?
Mm.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
more our natural state, right?
Perfect. I was getting more conceptualized, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if the experience uh, I am the experience of separation arises, which we never know, it can arise anytime. It's okay.
Mm.
It's not a big deal. We don't need to
Mm.
make a mountain out of it. We don't need to.
Correct. Mm.
We're not on a mission to uh, get to some. We're not on a mission. We're not on any mission.
Mm.
We
Yeah, correct.
just notice that
Mm.
hey, that's something that's arising. We know that if we really make a problem out of it, then we are experiencing a problem, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
the less we make a problem out of it, the less a problem it is.
yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes, true that we are not on a mission to get out somewhere. ultimately it's yeah, ultimately it's just play, as we all always come to an essence. Yeah.
Because if you're on a mission, then you're on a mission as a separate self, a
Yeah, correct.
personal mission. Because God is not on a mission,
Mm-hmm.
but the person is on a mission
Mm.
on behalf of the person of some illusion. So, no mission.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, yeah, that makes totally sense.
Which means no judgment, right? Because
Yeah.
means no, you're not evaluating, you're not measuring, right?
Yeah. Yes. We leave one journey and then we catch hold on to another journey. Like, now I have to get rid of this separate me, but then there's never a journey. It's just a play, this small little, this catchy thing. Like, it's just a play. Like, it's not, yeah, it's not a mission.
To
It's
understand
wonderful. Yeah.
that there is no reality to a separate me.
Yeah.
There's no reality to it. Reality is just consciousness.
Mm.
It's formless awareness, the reality which perceives right now.
Mm. Yes.
It's just awareness, aware of perceiving and aware that it's aware. Right?
Yes. Thank you.
That's the changeless aspect in our experience, is that. It's also referred to as the natural state, or referred to as our true nature, or our essential nature, our nothing so special, so we can
Mm-hmm.
something
Mm.
for. No, it's just this ordinary awareness. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Very lovely to be, with you all. Thank you all. Lovely to see you. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Magdi.